Guys, what's up? The man, the myth, the legend, Quad MFT here, bringing you a dad dual commentary, episode number 13. Getting pretty high up there with these dad dual comms, and the gameplay you guys are going to be looking at is a 62-6 solo gameplay on my old account. This is a very, very old gameplay on the map Dome, regular 6v6 domination. So introduce yourself, Dad.
What's up, Warriors? Yeah, this is my gameplay, actually. It took me. Yeah, I do wish, because it would take me like 7 or 8 games to get 62 kills. So, you know, but you did it in 1 apparently. Apparently,
I did, because that's what we're watching right now. So you've been thinking about this topic a lot recently, and you've been wanting to share it.
I was talking to a friend about, you know, he actually had some troubles, and he actually had to go to rehab. And I was talking to him. He got out, and I was talking to him about it, and I thought, you know, that's what he went through was pretty amazing, you know, because I mean, people oftentimes they get themselves in trouble with drugs. I'm sure you've heard of that, you know, and then they have to go to rehab because they start doing things that they shouldn't do, and as he told me about it, I thought that sounds really interesting, because you go into rehab. I mean, you live there. You aware of that?
Free living space.
Yeah, so you go there and you live there, and they feed you, right? Kind of like your life, actually.
A lot like my life.
I think you're in rehab right now.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean, so you go there. They don't expect anything. You don't have to work when you're in rehab, and you know, my life's been pretty busy recently. So I thought, you know what, maybe I should go to rehab. Yeah, I do, because I was thinking either a cruise or I could go to rehab.
Is rehab free?
No. Well, your insurance takes care of it, so yeah. But vacation isn't free.
That's true. Rehab sounds like a really, really nice place.
Well, it might be, because I think he was telling me, you know, you wake up in the morning and they serve you breakfast, so you go to the meal. You know, it's kind of like a cruise. You know, you get to eat first thing in the morning, and then you go to group. And in group, you know, people tell some amazing stories. I mean, the horrible things that they've done because of the drugs that they've taken and things like that. Oh, you know, that so you hear some really, really cool things. You know, on a cruise you might sit by the pool or whatever, but if he found that when he told about the most horrible things that he ever did because he was drunk or he's, you know, using drugs or taking pills or whatever, people said, "You're so brave. We're so proud of you." You know, you tell the truth and you're honest about these horrible, horrible things you did, and then they say he's great. You know, and he said you never have to change out of your pajamas. You get to stay in your pajamas all day long at the rehab.
Sounds a lot like my life nowadays.
Yeah, I know. So I was thinking, it's, you know, it's kind of, it sounds like a pretty kickback life. So I don't know. I was trying to figure out what I could become addicted to, so that I could go to rehab.
Get in there.
Well, he said at night they, you know, like they'll have bingo or, you know, just games and stuff like that. So maybe they do Call of Duty. I'm not sure. It's possible.
Some of them drop Moabs.
Yeah, I think so. I think the people who've been in the rehab the longest are probably the best at Call of Duty. Have you ever played with somebody who's in rehab?
No, would that be pretty cool?
Yeah. I think it could happen. I think it happens more often than you think. Really,
probably.
And how come it is when people, you know, they screw up their lives, they drink and drive, they say horrible things to their wives when they drink, they ignore their kids, they take all these horrible drugs, and then when they go to rehab, they stop and people praise them like they're a hero. So if you just do horrible things and then stop doing horrible things, you're wonderful.
It's like saying you only have so much time to complete this in your mind. You know it's only going to take you 2 weeks, but instead you say 3 weeks, and then for getting it done early, you're like a magician.
You get a bonus.
Like
yeah. So I was figuring I could really screw things up, and then just go and say, "Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to go to rehab. I'm going to play some video games, like bingo, sit in my pajamas all day,
every day."
Yeah. And you don't have to work. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Sounds like you're living the life.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that, you know, there's some things that aren't fun about it, because you can't go out, you can't go to the mall, you can't go to a movie.
Who needs that stuff?
Yeah. But I figure, you know, I think they might go to the zoo or something sometimes, a group activity.
Field trips.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I don't know. I've just been hearing good things. They probably have a basketball court. You could probably read. Catch up on some reading.
Read.
People don't demand anything out of you because you're kind of crippled because you're in rehab.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing better than that.
Right. Your family, they just want you to stay in there until you get better. So I was thinking that was good because my life's busy. I got a lot of things going on and a lot of things being required of me. So it's kind of like a spa. I was thinking either go to a spa or on a cruise or to rehab.
Rehab kind of sounds like a very, very good decision, in my opinion.
Yeah. I always want my child to go to rehab.
I could come with you.
Yeah, that's the thing is you have to go alone. I think, unless we both become addicts together.
Is there like a juvie rehab?
Was it juvie like it's cheaper for two than one, or like a
2
kid
for 1
rehab?
deal?
Yeah, well that would be a juvie. No, you mean like juvenile?
Yeah, like juvenile.
I thought you were
hall.
talking about a bargain.
No.
No. Yeah, I don't know if there's a juvie rehab. I think it's called juvenile hall.
That doesn't sound like very pleasant to me.
No, because there's bars and not bars. Well, yeah, there's bars. You live behind bars, but
not like drinking bars.
Not like
or
drinking
anything.
bars. There's not like a swim-up bar where you sit in the nice warm water and someone gives you a drink with an umbrella in it.
I could do that. I could dig that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I think maybe there's a father-son rehab we could go to.
Father-son rehab.
Yeah.
We'd have to do something together. Get addicted to the same sort of drug or alcohol.
Well, I think we're both addicted, and you know what it is. You're looking at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're addicted to Call of Duty.
Pretty much. I mean, I've played a little bit too much than the normal person, a little bit too much
A
than
little
I
bit?
normally have.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, sure.
a lot of bit.
The first
than I
sign
normally
of an
should have.
addiction is denial. You don't really
And
understand.
that's what I'm in right now.
Right, exactly. You don't really understand all the things that you're missing. And actually, son, the reason I brought this whole thing up is because I want to have an intervention with you. And I don't mean intervention like the sniper rifle.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
I want to have an intervention. I think you've been playing a little too much. You've been ignoring your responsibility. Your pets are starving.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I
all their
heard
poop
that one of
is-
them might have died.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
I'm too lazy to get up out of my chair and go check.
Their poop is all over the lawn. You're not taking care of it. Okay, so I'm
okay,
here to confront you. I think you're going to need to go to rehab.
I'll take it on.
Yeah.
I'll have to power through this horrible rehab place we've been conversing over this whole commentary.
Right, and I've been looking for I've been looking for one for you, and I found one with Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's what I need. But
Yeah.
I prefer Ethernet. But
Oh, well, yeah, as long as you can play.
yeah. I mean, I always need that 4-bar connection. But lag compensation in Modern Warfare 3 kind of screws you over a bit here and there.
Sure, that's true. so you need to go to Call of Duty Rehab. That's what I was thinking, and I'll go on a cruise.
So would there be Call of Duty allowed in the Call of Duty Rehab home?
I'm not sure. I was thinking you might have real weapons.
You can't take it away cold turkey, can you?
No, maybe like only they cut you down to like 6 or 7 hours a day.
Only?
Well, you got to start off. You got to cut back.
Yeah, it is rehab, so we have to be
can't have you-
rehabilitated.
You can't be jonesing, going out and sneaking out into and stealing Wi-Fi from people in their neighborhoods just so you can play some Call of Duty.
Pwn some
multiplayer.
noobs, get some Moabs. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I want to go to rehab.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you need some COD rehab.
Sounds
And-
like good.
Yeah, and I'll go to rehab for, I don't know, licking my toes.
Sounds good. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this dad duel commentary. Always with the victory, guys. Again, this gameplay was pretty entertaining in my opinion. You guys could leave a like down below. You could also follow me on Twitter or like my Facebook page. Right here, it's been Quad MFT.
And
I'll see
we
you
are out of here.
Thank you guys for watching this video, and on the left you'll be able to click on my most recent Weird Weapon Wednesday, a series that I have going on every single Wednesday, and on the right you'll be able to click on a mystery video, which is a randomized video that of the week I have chosen. So if you guys like this video, you'll definitely want to be clicking on that. It's been Quad MFT, and I'll see you guys next time.